Hello everyone. Today we are discussing about inter-process communication. So inter-process communication is a process through which different processes in the system communicate with each other to complete their execution or to share the resources that are required to complete their execution. So let's proceed. When messages are passed between two different processes, so this process is defined as inter-process communication. And what message is? The message is actually a block of information which is shared between the processes by each other. So basically this communication between the processes is of two types. First one is message passing, and then second one is the shared memory. First one is that when one process communicates with each other, it shares the block of message, block of information, that is called message, to each other processes. And second one is the shared memory. That means a centralized memory that is shared by all the processes in the system, and whatever information is to be communicated is to be put on the central memory from where any process of interest can access that information. So we are discussing about message passing. Actually, message passing is such type of a paradigm of communication where messages are sent from a sender to one or more recipients. That means message passing refers to means of communication between different threads within a process. एक प्रोसेस के अंदर डिफरेंट थ्रेड्स जो आपस में कम्युनिकेट करते हैं वो मैसेज के थ्रू कर सकते हैं. डिफरेंट प्रोसेसेस रनिंग ऑन सेम नोड, एक ही सिस्टम के ऊपर डिफरेंट प्रोसेसेस रन हो रही है, तो उनके बीच में जो कम्युनिकेशन दैट कैन आल्सो बी थ्रू मैसेज पासिंग. And different processes running on different nodes. That means different processes running on different computer systems sitting over different locations, they can also communicate with each other through message passing over the network. So the message that is sent between the processes has a fixed predefined structure, uh, and it uses two system calls. One is send, another one is receive. Send includes the arguments like name of the destination process and the information that is sent. Receive call has also some arguments like name of the source process and the information that is to be received. So message passing communication uh, is of two types. One is direct communication, which explicitly name the process you are communicating with. That means the two processes directly communicate with each other by specifying their names. And another one is indirect communication, when the processes communicate using an in-between module like mailboxes owned by a receiver. So that this is a graphical representation or the diagrammatic representation of direct communication, where one process is directly communicating with the another process. So direct communication is of one is of symmetric addressing, in which one sends a message along with the process name and receives a message with the process name. So it uses two calls, send and receive. Then comes direct communication in asymmetric addressing. In this, the sender sends the message using the process name and the message, but receiver, when it receives the message from the same process, so it does not include the name of the process. It directly sends the message using the receive system call. This is indirect communication, in which a mailbox is put in between the processes. Where the message, when communicated, first goes to the mailbox, and then from mailbox the receiving process accesses the message. This is of synchronous and asynchronous message passing, which in synchronous it requires the sender and receiver to wait for each other to transfer the message. That means it is blocking send and blocking receive. That means when you are sending the message, and the other process has to wait, and when you're receiving the message, you have to wait until they receive the message. In asynchronous message passing, it delivers a message from sender to receiver without waiting for a receiver to be ready. इसके अंदर कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है कि वेट करे कि रिसीवर रेडी है नहीं है। ये क्या करेगा, अपना अपना मैसेज जब भेजना होगा तो इट विल सेंड द मैसेज, अगला रिसीव करने के कंडीशन में है नहीं है डजेंट मैटर, एंड व्हेन इट इज रिसीविंग मैसेज आल्सो द सेम प्रोसेस अप्लाइज. This is synchronous message passing blocking send, in which process waits until the receiver is ready, and this is blocking receive in the same way. This is asynchronous message passing, in which it doesn't wait and just directly send the message to the recipient's mailbox. And this is non-blocking receive, in which the message is received from the process without any wait. And there are the following types of communication links are possible through the mailbox: one to one, many to one link, one to many, and many to many. So this is all about message passing in inter-process communication. If you find any difficulty about the message passing scenario, you can have an interaction with me on my contact details. Thank you very much.